Hello and welcome to this edition of the topical discussion. I am Simon Kagwanjala. Well, as the clock ticks towards nominations ahead of 2026, so much focus is now on the capital city, Kampala, that is becoming one of the key battlegrounds of politics that will be defining the 2026 polls. It's getting delicate. It's getting tight with the processes now underway. On one part, the NRM is gearing up to reclaim the city, while on the other part, the National Unity Platform that had turned Kampala red is in a, what you describe as a maze of some sort, given the delicate process, the vetting process that had earlier kicked off with submission of interest forms now has turned into harmonization that has left a bitter aftertaste in the mouths of some of the aspirants for the top seat. Beneath all this, how tight or how delicate is Kampala politics? Joining me this morning is Honorable Katongole Singh. He is one of the aspirants for the SEC representing Kampala, together with Honorable Winifred Nakandi, who is vying for the Kampala District Woman Member of Parliament seat. Good to have you, Honorable Singh, and a very good morning.
Good morning, Simon, and good morning to viewers. Thank you for hosting us.
A very good morning, Honorable Winifred.
Good morning, Simon. Good morning, the viewers of NBS Morning Breeze. Good morning, Mr. Katongole.
I would imagine it's getting complicated for you, given that in the recent developments you were left out of the harmonization meeting.
Thank you, Simon. I would first of all want to congratulate Ugandans upon our victory last evening. The Uganda Cranes made us proud. I would like to congratulate the people of East Africa, because the three East African nations that are co-hosting the African Nations Championship all went through to quarterfinals, all topping their groups. It's amazing, it's historic, and it's a good thing for us, especially because we're in a group with countries like South Africa, Algeria, and Guinea that are ranked way above us by FIFA. It's something worth celebrating. On a sad note, Simon, allow me to commiserate with the family and friends of our comrade Marinos Alexandria, whose life was cut short by this regime when she was kidnapped, tortured, raped. You see, Simon, it's a very difficult thing. It takes a lot of courage for a woman to come out and say she has been sexually assaulted.
We grieve with the families.
It takes
I would like to take you straight.
Courage, and I really pray that her soul rests in eternal peace. I was not left out of a harmonization process because what happened that day, I have learned that it was not harmonization. The party leaders invited candidates from groups that were strongly clashing. So
that's quite telling, isn't it? It tells the party, it tells you from the onset that the consideration and the focus is now on the other two, and you're out in the cold.
Well,
isn't that the impression?
No, the purpose of the meeting, like I have told you, I have learned, the purpose of the meeting was to try and maybe reconcile two parties that are highly polarized, whose supporters are highly polarized. The issue was the remarks made by a leader, which I have also been informed that our nomination process is still ongoing. For starters, it is not yet closed. Because you see, when the time that remarks came in, they meant at the moment that perhaps If these two do not agree, we shall call for fresh nominations. You know, that would mean that maybe there are no other contenders, and that was my point. But I have been informed that our nomination process is still on. The party is still receiving expressions of interest, so there could actually be many other contenders for the same position.
There is a sense that a lot of uncertainty is looming around the criteria for selecting who the Kampala woman MP is going to be from the party.
It is not just a criteria for selecting the Kampala woman MP. It is a criteria for selecting everyone. You know, I mean, we are all going through we're all undergoing the same process. Everyone that is standing for member of parliament or local government is going through the same process. It is vetting and checking the ground. It is the process for everyone standing. So the criteria is the same, I want to think, and the party laid it out clearly from the onset.
So how are you coping with the anxiety that comes with not knowing what is coming up? You just read about things, you're not in the know of things.
What I am sure is that every candidate standing for every position under the NUP is experiencing the same, because none of us has been subjected to any kind of primaries. I mean, we are all undergoing a vetting process. So it is not just anxiety on my side, but I mean, we're in this process, and any kind of feeling or emotion in this moment is expected, really.
Honorable Singh, how are you reading the dynamics playing out in Kampala politics ahead of 2026?
Definitely, me for my party, we have gone through our primaries of most levels from LC3, LC5, MP candidates, and I want to thank God for making me win the Rubaga North primaries. I'm the flag bearer for Rubaga North. We're waiting for these other parties to sort themselves out and weigh on the candidates and put our efforts according to that. But definitely, it's an uphill task, which we are prepared, and we've been digging the ground. We are praying for this for the last 4 years.
There was a big contest about your win for Rubaga North. There are claims that the entire process was marred by gross irregularities, including falsification of results.
No, not for Rubaga North.
For Rubaga North.
There is no petition against me. I don't know where you are getting that, because
at your declaration, I saw the level of tension around the place that actually called for heavy deployment.
No, because that is not only mine, it was more of the woman MP. Because mine, Rubaga North, was very peaceful. There were no fights. Me, I don't never involve myself in fights or these funny things. These days, the norm of the day, the bigari. I don't involve myself in those. And if you look at my win, my second, the one who came second, got only about 9% votes. So there was no need of tension. Yes, people sometimes expect, but from my side,
there is a strong notion that Kampala is red, and red is further entrenching itself within Kampala. Do you share the same belief?
No, it was red in 2020. But today, Simon, I can guarantee you that red has faded a lot. The 4 years we in NRM, it hit us hard in 2020, and I can assure you we did not take it lightly. So the red people should know that this time we have been working the 4 years, we have been on the ground, and that red will not remain as it was in 2020.
Honorable Winfred, the race now seems to be getting more fierce by the day. with claims that there's a lot of money, intrigue, a lot of intrigue coming from the top, and there is a lot of blackmail. How are you navigating through them?
Some of the claims you've made are simply speculative, especially money and intrigue coming from the top. I do not know about that, so I really cannot comment on it. Blackmail, yes, blackmail happens. I saw when these when these two ladies were addressing the press on the day that they were being reconciled, they both called for their supporters to stop blackmailing one another, for each camp to stop blackmailing the other. It happens. Most times it actually happens. It actually starts from supporters. You see, politics is passionate. When someone is supporting a candidate, they are very passionate about it, and they'll do everything to put the other contender down. So it is not something unexpected. At least what is not happening is this is not party position. You see, when supporters do whatever they can do to put their candidate on top and put the others down, it is expected at this moment. Blackmail, lies, rumors, I mean, everything is expected. Propaganda, it is not new. Propaganda is a tool that some people intentionally use in politics.
We